Hi everyone, in this video we're looking at expressing one value as a percentage of another. Now this skill is always useful. It's not only used in mathematics, it's also used in science, and it is something that if you remember it now, you will hopefully remember it all through your schooling. So our learning goal is to generate one value expressed as a percentage of another. You need to be able to express it as a fraction and then use different strategies to calculate it as a percentage. So first thing first is expressing one value as a percentage of another. It's essentially like converting it from a fraction to a decimal to a percentage. So that's what we're doing here. The best example I can always give you is if you have a spelling test and there's 1 to 10 words on it and you get 10 out of 10 of those words right, that equals 100%. If you get 5 of them, that's 50% and so forth. But not all the time is your test score going to be something nice and round as like 10 or 100. Sometimes it's like 54 or whatever. So if you're getting 13 out of 54, what is that as a percentage? And that's what we can look at here. So essentially what you've got here is a fraction. So remember, to go from fraction to percentage, you can the first thing you can do is you go fraction to decimal, and that's by going numerator divided by denominator, and then decimal to percentage is take your decimal and times it by 100, and that'll give you a percentage. So we can do that, and that's essentially what you're doing here, isn't it? So the part value, so my 13 out of 54, and then I'm multiplying it by 100. So that's where this comes into play. So your conversions come into play with expressing one value as a percentage of the other. So have a look at this one here. It says calculate 8 as a percentage of 32. So the first thing I'm going to do is write it as the part 8 over 32 multiplied by 100 gives us 8 over 32. I'm pretty certain that's for yep, so I put that in my calculator. As you can see, it is a 0.25, which is a quarter. And there it is already in this. So I did numerator divided by denominator, so I've just done this. And now I'm going to multiply it by 100. Now I'm going to show you just on the calculator, like I don't have to show you on the calculator, but it's going to be 2 decimal places to the right because we're multiplying. So therefore my answer is going to be 25, don't forget the percentage symbol, 25%. So this one here, using currency, calculate 45 cents as a percentage of $2. Be careful, these are different units. There is 100 cents in $1. So that means that in $2 there has to be 200 cents. So this is actually going to be a fraction of 45 out of 200 times 100. And I can't do that in my head on my own, so I'm going to use my handy dandy calculator. 45 divided by 200 equals, there you go. And then putting the decimal 2 places to the right, 1, 2. That gives us 22.5%. So 45 cents of $2 is 22.5% of that value. Alright, so here we have our word problem. Miss Rakowski, that's me. And Year 7 class, there are 28 students. If 22 students complete their homework, calculate the percentage of students in Miss Rakowski's class that have completed the homework. So the question is asking us to calculate the percentage of students that completed homework. The important information that helps us solve that problem is that there are 28 students in the class and 22 of them completed their homework. So it's going to be completed over total times 100 equals the percentage. So the completed students is 22 out of my total of 28 students. So they're my important numbers. Times 100 gives me the percentage of, let's have a look, 22 divided by 28 equals, oh, okay, some tricky number, 11, 14, all right, is going to give us 78. I'm going to multiply by 100, 1, 2 decimal places to the right, because that's our shortcut, and I'm going to look at, that's 78.5. Now I'm going to look at this number here, because I'm going to round and check, round to 1 decimal place. So that's a 7, so this is going to become 78.6. So 78.6% of my students are completing their homework in this scenario. I would expect 100%. Alright, so it's your turn. I would like you to pause the video and express these values as a percentage of these values using the strategies and methods shown to you in this video. Thanks everyone. Bye.